Welcome back, GTF Tips episode 4, and today we're going to work on strength during quarantine, lockdown, or any other time when you might have a lack of equipment. One of the biggest complaints that I've seen from people, by no means limited to our membership base, our community, but people on a broader level, has been about the difficulty of maintaining strength whilst they are locked down. I just want to firstly put it into context and then give you a few little hints and tips that might help you stay on the right track. Context first. Bear in mind that most people who come to a CrossFit gym and train, or any gym and do any kind of strength work at all, are much stronger than 90-95% of the population. So the first thing to remember is that you already have a superior level of strength. The second thing to also remember is that because of that, you will get it back more easily, more quickly than someone starting from scratch, who on the face of it might appear to be the same level when you come back, but you'll get back to your previous levels of strength more quickly. Okay, so tips for actually maintaining strength whilst you're locked down. So tempo work. Tempo work, by and large, isn't always a useful tool for strength because it tends to focus on the wrong velocity for the type of strength that we're seeking. However, time under tension, i.e. the muscles working under tension, can be an effective way of increasing the effect of a lighter load for strength development. So for example, if you want to do sets of 10 goblet squats with a kettlebell, a dumbbell, a baby, a dog, a car, or a small house, if you do 3 seconds down, hold for 3 seconds at the bottom, 3 seconds up for every single repetition, the amount of time you've got under tension, 10 reps, 9 seconds per rep, 90 seconds, a minute and a half to complete your set, is a lot more demanding, a lot more time your body is supporting that weight than it would be if you just blasted through the reps. Okay, the second tip is innovate, improvise, adapt, work around, and think outside the box. The vast majority of you will have stuff lying around that is capable of supporting much more weight than you want to think about. So you're all going to turn to the single kettlebell you've got lying around the house, the single dumbbell, maybe a set of resistance bands. Firstly, think about combining stuff. So can you fasten a kettlebell and a dumbbell together safely, of course, to hold at the chest? Might not be back squats, but we can hold a weight. We can perform maybe not a deadlift with that because the strap's uncomfortable, but we can hold it at the chest. We can hip hinge and we can go through that range of motion. Second to that, of course, can we use unconventional objects? Duffel bags, kit bags are really great for loading up with weight, adding weight. Just make sure the straps aren't going to snap. You do it safely. You're not holding it overhead with a zip facing downwards, so you're going to get all the stuff on your head. Okay, the other tip is to go for max reps on body weight. So maximum muscle fiber recruitment and neurological fatigue also comes from one of two things, either lifting a maximal load or lifting a load to failure. Lifting a load to failure is not necessarily sensible if you're under a back squat at 70, 80, 90%. However, if you've got a very light load, for example, a bodyweight push-up, a lightweight floor press, something like that, going to failure for 2, 3, 4 sets will give you some strength return. Yes, it's not effective as doing a structured program with sets of 5 or less, fitting in with pull-up and chart. However, it's going to give you a lot more bang for your buck than just repeating sets of 10 all the time. And then the final thing is to keep your lean protein intake high. In order to support muscle rebuilding and structure, you need to keep your protein high. Most of you are doing a lot more intense workouts, a lot more high heart rate workouts, a lot more getting out of breath style workouts, those gassy little AMRAPs, EMOMs, and for some reason everybody insists on doing loads of half-an-hour workouts. Okay, fine, but you've got to put the protein back in to support the muscle repair, regeneration. Otherwise, you are going to break down muscle mass by doing it. Most of the studies that show that you lose all of your strength within 2 to 4 weeks, depending on which study you look at, is done going from full strength training to no strength training. To my knowledge, none of them, especially the ones that have been publicised recently, not the ones I've looked into, actually look at maintaining, just changing rep ranges. And in fact, 2 to 3 weeks off can be good recovery for the nervous system to allow us to make further strength gains. Now, I know it's been more than 2 to 3 weeks, but what I mean is that first period might not necessarily count any direct loss of strength. All stuff worth bearing in mind. As always, if you've got questions, please pop them in the comments, ask away, and I'll do my best to answer you. In the meantime, stay fit, stay healthy, stay safe. That's for you and your families. Keep up some kind of fitness and maintain your strength the best you can until I see you again in person. Take care.